Hello, this is Jackie. I'm the founder and director of Route to Victory. I am also a lifestyle and financial coach. Route to Victory was created to help you learn money management to eliminate debt, build self-reliance, and financially create the lifestyle that you desire. So we have a treat. I have been posting and bragging all day about this speaker. Now, originally we were supposed to go live, but like I said on the live broadcast, things happen and that are on that's not under your control. That's the 10%. But 90% is under your control. So this is under our control, and this is how we're going to push through. We're pushing through our victory. Go ahead, Michael.
All right. We're here. And I'm Mike from Mike Burwell Serves. It's an incredible time to meet with all of you to give you a little something, just a taste of a lot of what's to come in the future. I have been dealing with people who are talking about this mentality of hanging in there and not quitting. And if the thing that you're told doesn't fit, you must acquit. Now, what do you mean by that? What I mean by that is your prosperity has nothing to do with somebody else's opinion. In fact, what you think of me is none of my spiritual business. So I'm going to give you some keys on how you get over that. Number one, you got to see yourself. I don't know how many of you ever been through a point where you had low self-esteem, but the first thing you got to do is see yourself. And once you see yourself, you have to have an objective for yourself. Because here's the thing. If you don't have an objective, you'll end up an object. I'll say it again. If you don't have an objective, you'll end up an object.
All right now.
That means you'll end up in somebody else's future. You'll end up with their particular thing that they want you to become. In fact, what I've discovered is people are only cool with you a lot of times because you're down. Because when you're down, it makes them feel good. They actually benefit from you being at your lowest point. And when you begin to start talking about being an expert, when you begin to start talking about coming up and becoming a millionaire and getting out of the situation that you're in, sometimes people will leave you because they're okay with being at the bottom. Always strive for the top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. And so you always want to be going to the top. I want to ask y'all a very serious question right now, and I don't want you to answer it because I might answer it for you. You ever heard the old saying where they say that you have to have faith where you can move mountains? I know we've all heard that before. Now, most likely when you've heard that particular thing, what is the first thing you think about doing? You think about doing everything in your power to get that mountain to move. I know I'm right now. I know I'm talking to somebody.
All right now.
Now, here's the thing. Let me ask you a very serious question because you got to be able to see this at first. What is the mountain? Well, the mountain could be my issues. The mountain could be my parents. The mountain could be my finances. The mountain could be my relationships. Let's look into that. I'm going to ask a very intelligent question. If the mountain was put in a certain place, then why should it move? The mountain was created to be where it is. So instead of us moving the piece that needs to move, we always want to move the mountain. Isn't it something how we always want to move the obstacle instead of move ourselves? Could it be possible that the mountain is you?
Come on now.
It says to have faith to move mountains. The hardest thing to move is not a mountain. The hardest thing to do is not get out of debt. The hardest thing to do is not get another job. The hardest thing it is to do in life is to convince a human to change his mind, to change his or her mind. We always have a problem with getting people to get out of their comfort zone. And in order to be successful, you got to be comfortable because a lot of y'all right now are comfortably uncomfortable. You know that what you have is not good for you, but you think it costs more to get out of where you're at. Let me tell you something. If you're going to prosper, it's more than just praying about it. If you're going to pray about it, you got to do prep work. You got to get principles, and then you got to perform. I repeat it. You got to do some prep work. You got to plan it right, and you got to perform. It's more than just prayer.
Amen.
Stop praying about stuff that you need to do something about. Stop having faith for things you need to do something about. There's some times where you just have to make a move. And while you're waiting on something, something is waiting on you. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy. So you got to be the one to move. You got to be the one to get up. So the first thing you got to do is see. Second thing you got to do is sacrifice. You got to be willing to give something up if you want prosperity. Let me tell you something. You think rich people care about holding on to stuff? Do you think real big business owners care about holding on to stuff? No, they don't mind giving it away. That's why they remain rich. We want to cuddle everything and hurdle it here. This mine, this mine. Ain't nobody getting this from me. Nobody's going to get my notes. Nobody going to get my secrets. That's why you broke. You don't want to give anything away. But the world lives on an exchange system where you got to give something in order to have something. Even scripture teaches you that those that don't have, the little they have will be taken. But those that have, more will be given into them. Now, some of y'all might be saying that that's not fair. But what are you going to do if you got a mentality and don't know what to do with the resources? See, your problem is not resources, it's resourcefulness. We don't know what to do with what we have. And that's why we go through. And so you got to be able to see, and then you got to be able to sacrifice who you are for what you're going to become. There's an African proverb that said, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. The first thing you got to change is what's within, not without. See, you have to be able to, that's the only way you can elevate is if you get rid of what's already there. So you got to read more books. You got to study. You got to get coaching. You got to join this webinar that's coming up. I challenge you to be on this webinar that's coming up on the 28th if you want the principles to change your life. See, right now, we're going to give you two of them right now. The first thing you got to do is see. The second thing you got to do is sacrifice. So you got to be able to do those two to start. See what? See who you are. Everything you need is in you waiting for you to recognize it. You don't need another thing. You need to tap into what you already have. Stop looking for something from somebody else, trying to be like this person. There are three things that kill us right now. One is the curse of comparison. The second is the curse of competition. And the last is the curse of conformity. If we can beat those three, we can get anything we want out of life. Your problem is not what you have. Your problem is looking at what somebody else is having, thinking you should have it. But the gift they have is for them. The gift you have is for you. And if you ever tap into the gift that's in you, then your thing will become gigantic. You're not a small thing. So don't motivate yourself like you don't know what you're doing. You are somebody. You are a beautiful person. You are awesome. You're capable of doing this. I ain't have nothing when I grew up. I had a lot of struggles when I grew up. Ate out of trash cans at times. Had to hand out flyers and pump gas and do what I had to do. If this little old crazy dirty person could do it, I know you could do it. I wasn't always dirty. Now I'm destructive because I come to destroy doubts. I come to uplift people. I come to dominate the dollar industry, and nobody's going to get away with it. And I'm partnered with the right person. Let me tell you something. When you put me and Jackie together, you created some monsters. I don't know what y'all think y'all done started, but y'all done created some beasts. Y'all shouldn't allow this to happen because now you just might grow today.
Amen.
And I'm grateful to be around powerhouses. I only hang around millionaires and millionaires in training. That's it. Broke people cost me money. I'm pretty sure they cost you it too. You know? But we all have those days. But you got to be able to invest in yourself. You got to see that you're worthy to invest in. If you can't give this amount to a webinar that's going to change your life, you're telling me something that you don't see yourself. You got to see yourself as worthy. You got to see yourself that it's possible that maybe this is my decade, that I can get out of this poor phase and become prosperous. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can change my mental mindset, the mind shift from where I am to where I need to be. It's possible that you can do it. And at a small cost, you can do it. Let me tell you something. Me and Jackie wasn't always here. You think we always been like this? You think we always was able to teach? We were students at one point. We still are students. We're lifelong learners. We read, we study. And here's the thing. Why do you read and you study, Mike? Why do you do that? What's the point of you telling me this? I read and study just so I could give it away. And here's the thing. On this webinar, July 28th,
29th.
I want to give it away. January 29th. I'm sorry. I just want to give it away. Jack, you want to give it away?
Yeah.
We just want to give it away. That's
We
it.
planting seeds.
I'm telling you, we just want to give it to you. You got to be there. You don't want to miss this. Please don't be like the few that's going to be left behind that don't get it. You know, you're like us. We're cut from the same cloth. You gotta be there. So that you gotta see yourself, though, that it's possible, that you can change your life. You gotta see that you're worthy of your investment. You gotta see that the crowd that you're a part of, it might not be the crowd that you're going to the future with. You gotta see that the prosperous life is your life. And here's the thing, it's no gimmick to this. You will get strategies, practical, do right now strategies of what you need to do. And today you can start right now by writing down everything you like about yourself. Everybody's always talking about what's wrong with me, what's right with me. Talk about everything that's right with you right now. I want you to do that. And second thing you need to do is, what are you willing to sacrifice to get the dream? Are you willing to sacrifice to pay the cost to get $1,500 worth of resources? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to join us and have a party and have a good old time on a webinar that's going to change your life? You tell me if you're ready. I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'm on the thing, and I'm ready to learn. Because you always got to be ready to grow. There are three types of people in this world: those that make things happen, those that watch things that happen, and those that don't know what happened. And I ask you today as I close up, which one are you? Which one will you become? Will you have an objective, or will you be an object? Will your life leave a legacy, or will your life serve as a warning? Which one will you do today? But we want to help you. I want to help you. So let's work together. This is Mike Burwell, and you will be seeing me. You know why? Because I'm too much of a blessing to be stressed.
Amen to that.
And I'm sticking to it.
Well, thank you so much. Before we go, can you tell us about exactly what you do and the why you do it? And if someone wants to work with you, how would they get in contact with you?
Okay, you can find me several different ways. You can write this down. MikeBurwell.net is my website. You can find me there. On social media, all you have to do is look up Mike Burwell Serves, and you will find me there. You have two of them. It's Mike Burwell Serves or M Burwell 18. Burwell, BURWELL 18. You can find me at either one of those, and you can inbox me. You can fill out the form on my website, and we can, hook something up, and you can get me. But I do this, basically what I do is I train people who have something that they want to do, whether it's a business, whether you have an idea to get promoted, whether you want to just get to the next level of your life. I will help you. I will coach you through it. Or if you just want to know how to speak and you want to give power presentations as well, again, you can work with me. I will teach you in a matter of minutes how to do what I do. And believe me, we're going to have a good time when we do it. So if you want to do that, you want to learn how to speak, you want to learn how to build your business, you want to learn how to get creative on what you do and get transformed so that you can transform the world, I want you to hit me up. I want you to contact me. I'm looking for you. In fact, I was born for you. I survived over 400 million sperms to make this transaction. I was born just for you. So you can find me on either one of those pages. I'll repeat it again. MBURWELL 18 or Mike Burwell Serves or MikeBurwell.net. You can find me on either one of those places. That same name is also on YouTube. You can find me on there if you want to watch some videos and see the great things that I'm doing out there with my team and the way we are impacting thousands of lives. I gave 105 presentations just last year. Listen, this thing is serious to me. And if you're serious about what you do, let's make it happen together. All right? I'm looking for you, and I'll see you.
Thank you so much. So I am adding this to Facebook and to IGTV. So those who came and weren't able to hear him live, If you go there, that's where the recording will be. I'm going to go back on live and let everybody know if they want. I may do a post. If they want to listen, just go to those areas, Facebook, at Route, the word TO Victory, and on Instagram at Route, the number 2 Victory. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of this team. We're going to be doing great things in 2018 and beyond. Bye-bye.
That's right. Bye-bye.